Hey, Dandy Dave. Hopefully we'll get some people on. You're the only one here so far. Had 7 views, so people are popping in and out. It's all good though. Nobody shows up. We'll just do it again on Friday. Hey, Richard. But yeah, I looked at the maybe about an hour ago. I looked it up to see when daylight savings happened, and I realized it happened 2 days ago. And I was like, "Oh crap!" So I knew I was going to be starting late. Hey, Zeke. Because we don't do daylight savings in Arizona, so we don't really keep track of it.
Hi, guys.
And one of the rare times you actually get to see Angela here. Yeah, they can. That's not live.
No, it can't.
They can sort of see you. A little bit. Hey, PM with the storm coming. There's a lot of tornado activity around the nation today. So if you live in one of those zones, make sure you pay attention to those warnings. So silver's almost back to 90. It's making its way back up. It's at 89.26 right now. So it is going back up. Hopefully, at least you got a bunch of stuff in pre-sale already, though. So even if it does go down, you know you're getting all your coin rolls that you picked. Yeah, hoping in the end we get a decent turnout, because I'd like for this one to go well. I've been doing some of these to basically work off a debt for one of my coin suppliers. I'm hoping tonight goes well enough that it'll knock out the rest of it. Because then he's already said he'll keep doing them, and that means instead of having to give him all the money, I actually get to put some in my pocket, so that'd be nice. Be nice to have some money in for a change instead of just all money out. Oh, and I'm also dealing with an abdominal hernia issue right now, so if I cough and then say ow, that's why. It's like right under the bottom of the right side of my rib cage. Yep. It's fine if I don't cough. Unfortunately, I have a chronic cough because of smoking. So I cough a lot, which is probably what caused it. I got 3 people on right now. I'm guessing that's Dandy Dave, Richard, and you, Mr. Zeke. I would love to quit smoking, but man, it is hard. I need to, though. I need to quit smoking, and I need to quit drinking Mountain Dew. Because I need to get my body back into shape. I'm going to be 50 in July. I feel like I'm going to be 100. So I need to get my body back under control. Hey, you got 5 on now. So while we're waiting, how's everybody else doing? Yeah, vaping is even more dangerous. They're just now starting to find out all the long-term effects of vaping. I would prefer not to have that whole stone lung thing. I'm going to go ahead and pass on that. I know cigarettes are bad for you, but breathing in atomized metal is definitely worse. I'm going to give it a little bit longer. Hopefully we'll get some more people filter in. You have no vices? Yes, you do. Your vice is coins. You have a really bad coin vice. You just don't have any vices that affect your health. Hopefully I'll be able to get to the point where I can actually quit someday. Like I've been saying, our big goal is that eventually someday we want to be able to get a piece of land somewhere and do the homesteading thing. And hopefully do it before we're too old to be able to handle the work of doing it. And I'm hoping we'll be able to do it soon, because man, I need a lifestyle change. I need it bad. Try cloves. Talk about for the coughing? Like smoking cloves to help with the coughing? No, I have to keep that in mind. Well, it's worth a shot. Why not? Got 4 years smoke free. Nice. Longest I've ever gone was 4 days. Since I started. Hey, Felty. Problem was when I did the 4 days, I did it for somebody else. And then that ended up falling through, and trying to do something like that for somebody else is never going to be a pathway to success. You quit 320 days ago? Nice. Keep it up. Richard would like to know how you are.
In a lot of pain.
She's in a lot of pain. She's getting her injections in a couple of days, so. Smoked for 35 years. Let's see. I really started when I was 16, so. My first cigarette was 12, but I really started when I was 16. I'll be 50 in July, so. Yeah, 34 years. About right there. Yeah. I know. It's just hard. As you well know, anybody who has smoked knows. Hey, mean one. All right, I'm going to get a few more minutes, then we'll get the beginning stuffs out the way and get this thing going. So I don't know if I will be doing a stream on Friday or not because I'm still waiting on some payments, so it depends on if I get the money in quick enough to be able to go get new stuff and get it all ready. So Friday may or may not. Gotta let the doggies out. You are allowed to do up to 4 weeks worth of payments starting from today. So 7th of April is the deadline. If you're going to be doing payments, just make sure that you email and let me know what your payment schedule is going to be.
What are you doing?
Taking my shoes off. All right, 2 more minutes, then we'll get this thing going. Yeah, anytime we do these sales, I always work it out so that you guys can do a payment schedule because I know it's, potentially a high dollar item or amount that you're going to do. So I like to give you guys the ability to break it up so I make sure that gets worked out with them. I've never sold out a consignment sale yet. That's never happened before, but if it did, it would be just over $5,000 for everything on this list. So, yeah, that's why I like to make sure that you guys have the ability to do payments. All right, for anybody new, payments made via PayPal. Use Cheapskate Coins at gmail.com and use goods and services only, please. We also have Cash App and Venmo. If you use Cash App or Venmo, it will say Louis Cachera. That's me. You are in the right place. Oh, that would be very awesome for me because if we actually manage to sell this thing out, that would mean I would actually put a little bit in my pocket and have the debt paid off. That would be freaking awesome. Okay, where did I leave off? I got distracted. So yeah, if you use Cash App or Venmo, it will say Louis Kacheri. That's me. You are in the right place. Shipping is $6 to $26. $6 being a little purple bubble mailer, $26 being a large flat rate box. If you want your package sent registered, there's an additional $45 charge on top of that. It's the only way you can insure coins all the way through the mail. And keep in mind, if you do registered, you will have to sign for it when it arrives. We do hold packages, so you can maximize your shipping. So if you want us to keep your package here, just let us know. I always recommend email me to let me know. Otherwise, if it flies by in chat and I miss it, then it may not end up getting held. And then, of course, if you decide that you get tired of waiting and you don't know when you're going to be able to fill it up, all you got to do is email me again and say, hey, send me my stuff, and I will get it out. If you're new, you can get stuff tonight. You just have to email us by the end of the night. Email has to have your personal info, your shipping info, your channel name. That way we know who you are. Which payment method you're going to use and what email you use for that payment method for invoicing purposes. If we don't get that email, you will not get anything, and we never ship without payment. Here's our Facebook link. If you're on Facebook, go give us a follow. Tonight's lot list is on there. It is the top post. We do put the lot list on that Facebook page every night we have a sale. We also have a mailing list. If you want to be on the mailing list, shoot me an email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com, and say add me to the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list, you will get the lot list usually a day or two before every sale, and you have the ability to pre-purchase items from that list. We do not charge right away for pre-purchases. We wait until the night of the sale and then invoice everybody together. Keep in mind, just like our sales, it's first come, first serve. So as soon as you get that list in your email, if you want something, don't wait, jump on it, or it might be gone. All right, let's get this thing going. Hopefully we'll get some more people in as we go. Got 8 people on right now. All right. So first item, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these available. These are from Canada. These are the 1967 Confederation Centennial Medallions. They are 925 sterling silver. Basically 3/4 of an ounce. They're 0.74 ounce. And they are going for $75 each. Let me see real quick. Do your current melt. $88.71 times 0.74. So just the melt value alone on these right this moment is $65.65. Hey Doug, been the shiniest one? I don't know. They're all pretty much about even. I don't know. I'll just say this one. Looks good. Anybody else? 4 left. Oh, and again, just a reminder to everybody, this is a consignment sale. I do have some ability to adjust prices. You can ask. Worst I can say is no. There are a couple of things I've been given the go-ahead on doing bundles on. It's mainly the silver-proof quarters at the end. So, keep that in mind. And anybody who's just coming in, you do have 4 weeks that you can do payments for anything that you get tonight. It's just that you have to make sure all of your payments are in by April 7th. All right, last call on these. 4 left. All right, moving on. There's a lot of silver, almost everything in this sale except for the penny rolls and the nickels. Everything else is silver. So if you guys have been wanting some silver, you're definitely getting some options tonight. All right. Next up, I know we got some people that love these things. These are those Las Vegas $10 limited edition game tokens. So first one is Rio Suite Hotel. So if you've never seen one of these, the inner core is 3/9 fine silver. It is 6/10 of an ounce of silver. And then these just have a collectability about them all their own. There are a lot of people that collect these things. So this is going for $60. Anybody? It's a good time to get in on some silver because I'm pretty sure silver prices are getting ready to explode right now. All the craziness happening right now. Hey, Aaron. Spot value as of right this second is $88.53. That's spot per ounce right now. So if you go 88.53 times 0.6, spot value on these right this second is $53.12. How's your other side? Yeah, stay. All right, moving on. Next up, if you do grab any, make sure you send me an email with your personal info, shipping info, channel name. If you're going to use PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, and what email you use, so that way I can invoice you and get you shipped. Because I am pretty sure I've never shipped to you before. Next up is Golden Nuggets. And again, going for $60. I take your word for it, sir. If you get an endorsement for Richard, I trust him. Anybody? Going to SoCal. I need to make you a card. Ugh. SoCal. Watchdog. All right. All right. Next up, $1996 Stratosphere with the King Kong. Over $60. It's rare that you actually get dates on these of when they were made. Anybody on the King Kong? Going to SoCal. That was nicer than yours. Never bad to upgrade. All right, next up is Imperial Palace with the 1929 Cadillac. And this one was made in 2001. Going to SoCal. All right, so far SoCal, you're going to be looking at about $10.50 shipping because you're going to probably be in a small flat rate box. So do keep that in mind. Next up, New York, New York. From 2001. I actually rode the Manhattan Express roller coaster there. It was fun. Going to Aaron. Congrats, Aaron. Indeed. I have no problem with holding packages so you can maximize your shipping. You vomited on that ride? Made the mistake, unfortunate mistake of eating a coney dog and a slice of pizza? Yeah, don't ever eat before roller coasters. That's just a bad idea. Next up is McCarran International Airport. Ace of Hearts. Blackjack. Yeah, the one time I went, I rode the Manhattan Express. I watched a jousting show at Excalibur. It was fun. All right, moving out. All right, and the last one of these. Is the Excalibur. Sword in the Stone. I've never been to Reno. Angela was born in Reno, but she moved to Arizona at a very young age, so really has no memory of it. All right, we are moving on. If anybody decides you want those, make sure you let me know tonight, because anything that doesn't sell is going back to the owner. All right, next up is some really big silver medallions. All right, first one up is Charles Dickens Centennial. 925 sterling silver. It has 3.5 ounces of assayed silver weight. And is going for $370. And that is crazy high relief. Look how high that stands off of the... That is nuts. This is a gigantic chunk of silver right here.
It barely fits underneath the camera.
It barely fits in a 2.5 by 2.5 flip. Anybody? Go away. By the way, if anybody does decide to get it, these are all etched on the side. So it has the number of the limited edition run on it. It's got the name of the guy that designed it. All that fun stuff. The sterling marking is on there. Alright, we are moving on. I guess nobody wants the big silver. By the way, let's just see real quick. Alright, so we are currently at 88.70 on melt as of right this second. So let's see, 88.7 times 3.5. Just the melt alone on that one is $310.45. Hey, go Maple. All right, next up is Ernie Pyle, great journalist, at 3.42 ounces of silver. This one's going for $360. Again, big thick medallion. You got the edge markings for the guy that made it. The number and the run it is, all that fun stuff. I believe all of these were actually designed by the same person. Yep, nobody wanted Charles Dickens. I could not even begin to guess when these were actually made. I don't know if it says it on it or not. Let me see. Ugh. See if we can focus in on that edge. That's not a date. That's the guy that made it, or the designer of it, John Roberts, I think. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that that's the guy that did all of these. Yeah, it doesn't have a date on it. But I'm pretty sure you could look up John Roberts, you know, Ernie Pyle medallion, John Roberts, different Charles Dickens, you know, whatever, and probably potentially find something about when they were made. And again, I mean, look how high that face stands up off that. That's sideways, and you can still make out his face. All right, moving on. Oh, yeah, I remember that too. When I first started doing this, silver was $17 an ounce. All right, next up is this one is Peace Corps. This one has 3.65 ounces of silver in it. And is going for $380. So I'm pretty sure that is John F. Kennedy. Yeah, JFK founded the Peace Corps. Oh, here you go, Richard. There's a very cool piece of JFK memorabilia. Giant piece of silver. And again, look at that sideways. That's crazy. God, just the amount of depth on that is insane. moving on. $1970. This one actually is 1970. 25th anniversary of Victory Day. 3.65 ounces of assayed silver weight. In honor of those who served. All right, moving on. All right, and the last one of these. Last one didn't fit in a 2.5 by 2.5, so it's just in a bag because it's too large around. The Apollo 13. .6 ounces of silver assayed weight in this one. This is an awesome piece for anybody who likes collecting space memorabilia. Swaggart, Lovell, and Hayes. Yeah, I can manage to letting you take it for 360. Going to Aaron for 360.
Cross Aaron.
All right. Aaron's card is missing.
Give it here.
Oh, it's right there. Duh. I'm an idiot.
I'm like, give it here.
All right. Next up, we are on to slabbed coins. This is a 1965 SMS that went in pre-sale. All right, kicking off slabbed coins is a 1943 Lincoln Steel Cent. PCGS Mint State 66. Let me bring this up a bit. Focus. Mint State 66 steel cent. Going for $55. Going to Aaron. Congrats, sir. Oh, indeed. That thing is gorgeous. All right, next up, this one's for anybody who likes those various double dies and whatnot. 2009 Formative Years Lincoln Cent. Mint State 65, and it has the WDDR 41 double die. It's the bootstrap double die. Going for $50. All right, I will keep an eye out for that email. It has not landed quite yet. Anybody? Going to Richard. Congrats, sir. All right, next one up. 1948 Denver Jefferson Nickel PCGS Mint State 66. Going for $50. Anybody?
Last call.
All right, moving on. All right, next one up is the 2020 San Francisco 3/9 fine silver Roosevelt dime. PCGS Proof 70 decam. That is a perfect coin, guys. First strike, going for $25. Three nines fine silver, perfect grade, $25. How can you go wrong? That's cheaper than the grading cost.
And Richard.
Going to Richard. Richard beat you, Doug.
Sorry, Doug.
Are there any Indian pennies or mercs in the lot? No, there is not. Oh, Richard's saying let Doug have it. All right,
Okay.
Doug, you're getting the dime. Got it. Next up is the 1955 Denver, Washington quarter. NGC Mint State 64. Over $30. Anybody?
And go on to Richard.
Going to Richard Gratzer.
Give it your. Oh, I took the other one out of the bag already. The coin that you're on.
Okay. Next up. (2004) S Florida. This one is Proof 69 decam, $28. Oh yeah, when you figure how much it costs to pay the grading and the shipping and the insurance.
Oh, it's cheaper. After. Dang it.
And going to Richard.
Congrats, Richard.
Oops. All right, next up, we got another perfect coin. 2009 American Samoa. This one is a clad proof. Proof 70 Ultra Cameo, going for $30. You can never go wrong doing 2009s that are graded as 70s. Anybody?
And go on to Richard.
Going to Richard.
Congrats, Richard. The next one's very pretty. I like the design on it too.
All right, next one. 2020. 3 9s fine silver proof 70 decam tall grass prairie. $35.
That's
P-
why I haven't seen that one.
First day of issue. PCGS.
Because it's 2020.
Going to Richard.
Congrats, Richard. Not seen any of the 2020s.
Got a couple more 2020s coming that are perfect coins. Next one is the Salt River Bay 3 9s fine silver perfect proof at $35. Anybody?
Last call.
All right, moving on.
Excellent, bud.
Next up is the 2020 Weir Farm. 3 nines, fine silver, first day of issue, proof 70, decam, perfect coin. 35 bucks. Anybody?
Apparently not.
All right, moving on. Next up is 1982S Clad, a Kennedy half dollar. PCGF proof 69 decam going for 18 bucks.
It's so really pretty coin.
Heck yeah. There's a reason why Kennedys are my favorite coins. All right, moving on. Next up is an 1887 Morgan dollar. That is NGC Mint State 63. Going for 100 bucks. Going to Richard.
Congrats, Richard. I forgot to take this.
All right, and the last of the graded coins is the 2023 Silver Eagle. It's apparently something new NGC is doing. I don't know, but it's NGCX Mid-State 10, which I did look it up. It's the equivalent to being a Mid-State 70. I don't know why they didn't just put Mid-State 70. But it is early release. 125 bucks.
Scratch that you're seeing is on the.
Yeah, that's on the slab. That's not on the coin. The coin is a perfect coin. A perfect 2023 Silver Eagle. Hey, whatever works.
Last call.
All right, moving on.
Do those go back in it?
No, you can just put them in here. All right, if anybody decides you want any of those slabs that did not sell, let me know by the end of the night. It's the 1948 Denver Jefferson nickel, the Salt River and Weir Farm from the 2020 Silver Proof Quarters, the 82 Clad Kennedy, and then that Silver Eagle. We are on to penny rolls. All right, these are mixed date rolls of wheats. First group, there are 4 available at 35 bucks each. These are 1910 to 1919s. Mixed mints and dates. At $35 a piece. That's not bad. That's less than $1 a coin. You pick out the right Denver or San Francisco out of that, heck, even a couple of the Phillies, and you've already made your $35.
And you have 4 of those?
Yep, 4 available. And Richard is binning all 4. And I just dropped the rubber band.
Congrats, Richard.
All right. Next bundle up, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. These are 1920s through 1929s. Mixed mint and dates at $20 a roll. Or sorry, 1920 through 1929. Okay.
Back up.
So the next 10 years worth of wheats. Anything could potentially be in one of these.
20 to 29.
Anybody?
Ben one.
One going to Zeke.
Congrats, Zeke.
That leaves 5 left.
Anybody else?
Last call on these. All right, moving on. All right, and then the last bunch of these are the 1930s.
Richard said Ben.
Oh, Richard's grabbing the rest of them. All right. You got it, sir. All right, so the last bunch of these are the 1930 to 58s at $15 a piece, and there are 3 available. One going to Zeke.
Got Zeke.
Zeke, you know you already got 2 of those in pre-sale, right? So that'll give you 3 of them now. That leaves 2 left.
$55 double day.
Cool. Anybody on the last 2? $15 a piece. Hey, imagine if you pull 131S out of those. I have no idea what's in them.
Have not looked.
I trust the guy that gave them to me that it has the dates mixed that it says it does. But other than that, I have no idea what's in these. It's a good deal, though. All right, last call. Oop, last 2 going to Richard.
Congrats, Richard.
All right. Next up, we've got some mint rolls. Dave, you were way late on that. First one is the 2009 Philadelphia Formative Years unopened mint roll. $20. Dope.
I have the next one in my hand.
Wow, nobody on the mint roll.
Alright.
That is shocking. All right. Next up is 2009 Denver formative years. Mint roll for 20 bucks.
Venmo.
Oh, Richard's grabbing both of those. All right, next up is 2009 Denver
Nope.
Professional. 20 bucks.
It doesn't say it on it.
No, that's the 2010. That's the wrong one. You gave me the wrong one.
That was what it was.
This one. And Richard's bending it anyway. There you go. There's the right one. Going to Richard.
That was what order it was in.
All right, and then the last two, 2010 Denver and 2010 Philadelphia, the first year of the Shield cents, at 15 bucks per roll. Anybody? All the good ones went pre-sale. Yeah, all the older date rolls. Yeah, every one of them went to... You can blame Zeke on that. I'll throw Zeke under the bus. Zeke got all those in pre-sale. All right, last call on the 2010s. 15 bucks a roll.
Alright.
All right, moving on. I'm actually surprised nobody grabbed those. All right, next up, 3 of these available. He's actually doing these at the exact same price I did. Final year, guys. The 2025 Denvers. BU rolls. There are 3 of them available.
And they're all Denver.
Final year of the Lincoln cents for circulation. Anybody?
No? Alright.
Hey, T-Rep. All right, moving on.
Next one's over there.
All right, next up. That's the end of the rolls. Check this out, guys. 1913 Type 1 Buffalo Nickel. VF for 15 bucks. Type 1 means that the 5 cents is up on the raised mound. It's not the embedded. And that is going to Zeke.
Congrats, Zeke.
All right, next up, Buffalo Nickel Bundles. We got 2 of these available tonight. At 12 bucks for the bundle. Let's get that focused a little better. All right, bundle number 1, you're getting a 1930. $35. $36 Denver. These are all in really decent condition too, guys. 37. And 37S. Anybody on the bundle? 12 bucks. Going to Zeke. Congrats, sir. Have a good night, man. Thanks for coming in and grabbing some stuff. If you're able to get your payment from the last sale in soon, I would really appreciate it. So I can hopefully get enough stuff in time to do a sale on Friday. And then the other one, you are getting a 1916 plain dates. $19.18 plain dates. 26 plain date. 29 San Francisco. And 34 plain dates. 12 bucks for the bundle. Anybody? Going to Zeke.
Congrats, Zeke.
All right, next up, we got silver proof quarters. Kicking off with the 2009s. So that's Puerto Rico. Hang on. Virgin Islands. American Samoa. Guam. And District of Columbia. So we did have one Northern Mariana go in pre-sale. But we do have the ability to do 2 full sets if anybody wants full sets. We have 2 full sets plus 1 set that's missing a Northern Mariana. So if anybody wants a full year set, he's letting me do the same deal that I would do. So it'll be 120 bucks. Saves you $12. Makes them 20 bucks each instead of 22. And then if anybody, of course, wants the one that only has 5 out of the 6 coins, then I can do it for 100 bucks. Because it's missing the 1. So anybody on the 2009 silver proofs? So just the melt price right now on silver, 90% silver quarters is $15.98. Just in melt. Doug is taking a set. All right.
The ones that are still done are the complete sets, right?
Yep.
Congrats, Doug.
All right, that leaves one more full set. And then the one that's got the 5 coins. It's missing the 1 coin. Isn't that island radioactive from all the nuclear testing?
I don't think so. I'm not going.
All right, moving on. Great, so you're trying to send me to my death. Fantastic.
Don't think so. I haven't.
You can see good at night, though. All right, next up, we got some of the 2000 or a couple of the 2011s. It is the Olympic and the Chickasaw.
Olympic.
$22 a piece. 90% silver proofs. Anybody? All right, moving on. All right, and then 2013s, we've got 3 of them. It is the White Mountain, Great Basin, and the Perry's Victory. $22 a piece. Anybody? I think it's crazy they did each one of these as a 5-ouncer. You imagine having that whole set, how much room it would take just to display it? All right, moving on. All right, 2014s, we actually have the entire set available, and we can do the deal on it. So it is the Arches, Everglades, Great Sand Dunes, Great Smoky Mountains, and Shenandoah.
Same 2014 set.
And Doug is taking the 2014 set, which means, Doug, you're getting it at $100.
Alright, so.
So you're
don't have
saving
to see it.
yourself $10. So that's $20 a piece for Doug.
Congrats, Doug.
Oops. 1, 2. No, not that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And I just remembered I gotta correct something real quick. Give me 1 sec. I gotta make a correction real fast. Because I forgot to do that on the 09s. Alright. Alright, then in 2017 we have 3 available.
That's fine, Doug.
It is the Ozark Riverways, effigy mounds, and George Rogers Clark. Anybody? $22 each. All right, moving on. All right, and then the last 2 coins on the list are a couple of the 2018s. It is the Block Island and the Cumberland Island.
That is really pretty. I like that one.
Again, 90% silver proofs, $22 each.
That one would have been more awesome if the bird was sticking out more. Last call.
All right, recap. We've got 4 of the 1967 Confederation Centennial sterling silver medallions still available. Anybody on those? Wrong ones. That's these guys. $75 a piece. 0.74 ounces of silver in these. So we got 4 of those left if anybody wants one. For the Las Vegas Casino silver tokens, that's these guys. We still got the Rio Suite Hotel, McCarran International Airport, and the Excalibur are still available at $60 each. Anybody on those? And again, these are 3/9 fine silver, the part in the core there. It's 0.6 of an ounce of silver on each one of these. All right. And then all of the really big silver medallions are still available. So it's the Charles Dickens for $370. Ernie Pyle is $360. The Peace Corps medallion is $380. The 1970 25th anniversary of V-Day, $380, and the Apollo 13 is sold. That was the only one that sold. Zeke is bidding the MC McCarran Airports. You got it, sir. Can I do salt and weir for 60?
Okay, I don't know.
You talking about the slabbed ones or the... Yeah, I can do that, Aaron. It's the Salt River and Weir Farm on the slabbed are going to Aaron. $30 each. You got it, sir.
There you go.
Or not Aaron, sorry, David.
Oh,
Sorry.
God, you totally...
Yeah, my brain farted. It's David Gersh.
Okay.
You got it, David? Yep, I know. I figured it out. My brain caught up. All right.
I don't know which medallion goes to who.
Huh? It's Zeke. It's the McCarran International Airport one. Which is... that one. He's going to Zeke. You're very welcome, sir. All right. Speaking of slabs, the 1948 Denver Jefferson Nickel PCGS Mint State 66 and the 1982 Kennedy Clad half dollar PCGS Proof 69 and the Silver Eagle 2023 are still available.
Oh, and we still have the penny rolls.
I haven't got there yet. All right. Kennedy slab going to Doug. All right, so that leaves the Silver Eagle. That's a perfect coin. And the PCGS Mint State 66 1948 Denver Nickel. That's the only two slab coins left. Anybody on either of these? Nickel is $50. The Silver Eagle is $125.
Last call.
And again, all of this is going back to the owner. So if you don't grab it tonight, it is going away. All right, moving on. All right, and then penny rolls. We still got the 2010 Denver and Philly mint rolls at $15 each. And all three of the 2025 Denver BU rolls, which of course is the final year of circulation for the Lincoln Cent. And these are $50 each. Makes it $1 a coin. These things are going for ridiculously high prices. You're getting a really good deal actually on these. Last call on any of the rolls. Got a shot at a couple of mint rolls and some 25s.
I guess not.
All right. And then, of course, the silver proof quarters that were still available. Which is a bunch of the 2009s. We got one full set and then one partial set of 2009s. And then a couple of the 11s, 13s, and 17s. And 18s. So last call on everything. And don't forget, if you're doing payments, email me and tell me what your payments are going to be. You have 4 weeks to get the payments for everything in. You can break it up however you need to. Just tell me what you're doing. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out
Have a
on
good
this
night.
nice Tuesday. Again, I don't know for sure if I will be doing a sale on Friday yet. Depends on if I get that payment in or not and have enough money to actually go and get stuff for that sale in time. So if you guys get a lot list on Thursday, then you know that I'm doing it. If not, then I probably was not able to do it in time. So just an update to everybody.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, David, just email me and tell me how you want to do it. Everybody email me.
Email. Bye, Doug.
So that way, yes. And let me know if you're doing it in like 2 payments. Let me know what dates you want to do the 2 payments on.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, as always, give me some time to get all these invoices together and all that. I will be waiting for emails. If I don't get the email in before I send the entire total and I get it later, I will cancel it. I will redo it with the proper. So don't freak out. It just means you didn't get me the email in time. So, all right, guys, I will catch y'all later.